Hi everyone, today we'll be using the Cherry Blossom brush along with the Moda For All Shading brush. Let's get started by choosing our first color and name the layer 1. I'm going with the Cherry Blossom 15 brush from my Procreate Studio Vault, set at 18% size. Let's rename this layer to 1 Cherry Blossom 15. To get a clear view of the outfit, I'll hide the hair and fashion figure layers. Then apply the Cherry Blossom pattern. Next, I'll add a new layer for shading and label it 2. Let's pick our second color. Switch to the Moda For All Shading brush and set it to 4%. I'll begin shading at the neck following the line art. Moving on to the skirt, I'll keep my focus on the line walk. We have a waist peplum here, so I'll use the same approach as in our last couple of videos. Add shadow behind each cone shape. And also don't forget to shade the wrong side of the peplum. I'll keep building up the shadows behind the cones. Then add some shading to the hem of the peplum to suggest thickness. I'll softly shade between the two cones just like we did in the third video. Let's also put in some drop shadows from the peplum onto the skirt. I'll continue shading along the skirt's line walk. Here, I'll use this shadow tone to create a crease effect on the skirt. Once that's done, I'll blend out the color in the remaining areas. Let's turn the fashion figure back on. If you think the crease looks too pronounced, just add a bit more shadow around it to tone it down. Now I'll activate the line drawing only layer. This one right here. I'll tag it underneath the shading layer. Then go to Hue, Saturations and Brightness and turn the brightness all the way up to fade the lines out, just like we did last time. If you lower the brightness, you'll see the lines get much darker. but I'll keep it at 100%. If I hide this line drawing layer, you'll still see some lines from the draw space layer, so I'll leave the line drawing layer visible. I want to add a bit more shading, so I'll grab the same shadow color, but work on a fresh layer. Add extra shadows behind the cones. Then over the cones. Below the peplum and along the skirt outlines. I'll add a bit more to the bodice too, so it matches the skirt shading. We'll call this layer 2 as well. For the finishing touches, I'll create a final layer for highlights and pick a brighter color. Let's name this layer 3. I'll place highlights on the upper chest, both sides. Add a few on the cone areas of the skirt peplum. Some across the skirt itself. And a touch of highlight on the neck. Shoulders. And waist. You'll find all the brushes and color palette links down in the description. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson.